OG Lee in the house once again, once again. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Well. We're looking at Thursday, August 1st. It's a new month, and it's the first of the month. You know, when I was growing up, people used to call the first of the month check day. And I used to always hear people's moms saying, wait till I get my check. Wait till I get my check. And I don't know how it is now, but it was the first and the 15th. I can remember we used to have to stand in line and we would get government food. Down in the South, they called it commodities, I learned. Um, I forget what we used to call it. We used to just call it shit, government food, government cheese, government shit. But not all black people were on welfare. And so it used to be kind of the meaning sometimes because you would have a shopping cart. And when they would give it out in New York City, they would give it out from a project building. And so you would have to go and stand in this long line and, wait to, of course, get your food. And then when you would be bringing it home, people clearly could see from the from the packaging that you had, government food. And so whenever I had to pull a cart, that was, believe me, the quickest walk ever. But and I never, my mom, God rest her soul, would tell you, she don't send me to those store with no food stamps. Don't send me to the store with no food stamps. And of course, she would always say, well, you eat the food, that the food stamps buy. But man, it was just something about that, man. And I think, you know, that, and they consider this now when they give you a card. So if you're on public assistance now, you just put the card in and nobody knows the difference or whatever. And maybe some people know about that, but me, I wouldn't know what one of the government cards look like. But in some ways, I think that they should keep that because that was the thing that made me not want to get on no public assistance is because of the way I was ostracized, basically. When they first started food stamps, they have food stamp coins. They used to have food stamp coins, man, and the food stamps came in booklets of different denominations, dollar, five, just like regular money. Of course, they look way different and they were colored, and it was way different of a currency. But you had them in these books, and you would have to, in most cases, like if you had a book of ones, it might have been $10 worth of ones or whatever it was. You could give them the whole book as long as they verified that it was 10 of them in there. But like if you had to break it down, it was 17.95 or something. You stood at the counter and ripped along the perforated lines, you know what I'm saying? Ripped your food stamps out to give to the store guy, right? And so that took some time. So people are watching you. I'm telling you, man, this is what stopped me from ever wanting to be on public assistance, man. So the people are watching, and it's pride. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I had too much pride for that shit, man. Just like another thing, man, that some of the brothers used to do, man. When I was growing up, they would go to the local grocery store, which on a big scale was called Bohack, and it's like somebody's modern day Pathmark or Kroger or whatever. And they would stand in the front because at that time people used to have to pack their own bags, or I guess the storekeeper guy used to kind of pack them or whatever. But what the brothers used to do is they used some of them. They used to go to the Bohack and pack bags and help people out, to if they had a car or even help them home with their bags. And that's another hustle, man. I would never do, man. Let's go to Bohack and make. I ain't doing that shit. I just felt like that was like. You know, as a black person, I want to say this too about America. This is what to me would be make America great again. And I'm not siding with any kind of politician, but this would be what would be making America great again, especially within the black community, because it's been lost. And I don't say that lightly. And that is a sense of pride. In other words, when I was coming up, white people were saying that black people were inferior. And black people were doing everything within their power to say, oh, well, hell no. Ain't nobody inferior. There's no one slave-like, right? So to me, I always thought packing bags was slave-like. Because, of course, there wasn't no white dudes. That wasn't their hustle. Just young brothers, right? So I always thought, I'm not doing that shit. It's like a slave. Even though, I mean, you know, whatever, different strokes for different folks, but I would never do it. That's why I didn't want to be up standing up there. People can identify me. You using food stamps. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm not going to store no food stamps. I know I eat the shit. I mean, you the mom or whatever, you got to provide for me, but I'm not going to the store with no food stamps. No, no, I ain't going no, well, no, I ain't going to store with no food stamps. But anyway, yeah, because the people, they would, I mean, you at the cash, you know, you at the cashier here, and they literally, sometimes it might have been 4 or 5 people in the line, you know, and of course I got it down to where I can kind of get them out. But man, no, I'm not me. And so it is something that demeans you. And to me, it makes you say, hey, I don't want that. And it makes you, you know, propel yourself to another level. Are you kidding me? I can, you know, I can't do no food stamps. And that's not to say that you wouldn't need food stamps or public assistance temporarily. I'm just saying I wouldn't make the first of the month or the 15th a regular part of my life. Anyway, anywho, this is OG Lee, and I'll see you again soon.